Okay, so they haven't met since Brett Bakita was walking the halls of Valley View Elementary, 3 miles due north of where we sit right now. But who could ever forget Bill Stout quarterbacking the Redhawks or Ken DeGood calling the signals for the Rams? The year was 1981, and it was the last time that Cedar Springs and Rockford played in football until tonight. And boy, did a big crowd at Carlson Munger Stadium. White out for the Rams tonight. That meant white helmets and white pants for Rockford. And did they ever get off to a good start? Second play from scrimmage, Zach Ahern gonna run 22 yards to the house. 7-0, just 26 seconds into this game. Then, after Rockford able to force 3 and out on Cedar's first possession, Ahern going to the air, finding senior receiver Tyler Vroman, the Lowell transfer, 56-yard touchdown. 14-0 Rockford, 2 minutes and 50 seconds into this game. Still first quarter, Ahern to Leo Vanderweel for the score, 21-0 after the first 12 minutes. Cedar does get on the board before the half. Antoine Nichols, 7 yards up the middle. It was 21-6 at the break, still a ball game. The third quarter, Rams, Ahern going for Vanderweel. Incredible diving catch at the 3. Senior running back Gabe Spees would take it in. 2 plays later, Rockford, very impressive, beating Cedar Springs tonight. 35-6 is the final. Ahern, 13 for 21 through the air for 164 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also ran for 2 touchdowns with 92 rushing yards. If you look at Cedar Springs, they were led by Antoine Nichols, 16 carries, 77 yards, and their lone score. We bring in Brett Bakita. Brett, I got to tell you, I know we haven't seen this rivalry in 40 years. It was great to see the people show up for this game. Rockford put on a show. This is a really good football team.
Boy, history book for you. Valley View back in the day for me. Yeah, it was awesome. Great to see. And this is one of those where, you know what, when you look at this meeting, if Cedar Springs would have pulled off the upset, and it would have been that, it would have been an upset. Congrats to Gus Kapolk and Cedar Springs. But this is a game that come playoff time, which I think they're going to be in the playoffs, hey, you play a team like Rockford, you're not going to get much more athletic and kind of widespread as far as your team preparing this week than what you saw. I mean, Ahern is a special athlete. You see it there. I love, by the way, the white helmets with the orange ram horns. But you're not going to see too many quarterbacks that Cedar Springs is going to face, except for maybe Catholic Central in the division. They're going to be as athletic as this, and that will help them for this game. So Cedar Springs, hats off playing this game. Love it, love the rivalry, but they knew they were up against it coming to Rockford with this Rams team.
I mean, Ahern just seems to be getting better.
Yeah.
But you look at the defense for Rockford, which is huge in this game. We knew that was going to be the case, right? Last week they gave up 30 to Sterling Heights Stevenson. They come in. This is just a bad timing deal for Cedar Springs because Rockford's good against the wing T, and they were upset because they gave up 30 last week to Sterling Heights Stevenson. Rockford holds the Redhawks just 145 yards of total offense tonight.
And for them, it's another prep for getting used to a team they're going to face. And we've talked about this before in Granville. You know, every kind of full house backfield or wing T or whatever you want to call it, straight T team has their own little wrinkles. They'll tell you that, but it's still kind of the same prep as far as your defense. Where are your eyes? What are you doing? And obviously, like you said, Rockford, after not having a great defensive performance last week, came up big with a nice win this week.
Well, of all the storylines, the big one was the great start. 14 points in less than 3 minutes. We get reaction from the players on that great beginning.
Oh, I mean, that just gave us a ton of confidence, I think. And I mean, we got to still work on not getting ahead of ourselves and just keep our foot on the pedal the whole time. I think just preparing the whole week, and I mean, we did a great job throughout practice this week. We felt confident coming into the game, so I think that had a lot to do with it.
It was crazy. We had crazy energy. We made play after play. Did a really well job. I think there was a little more tonight, knowing that Sterling Heights came in and they, gave us a little kick in. But we came out fighting. We did really well.
Our kids were excited for this opportunity. They had a great week of practice, and they're trusting in their coaches. We knew it was a heck of a task to get that offense off the field, and our defense was up to the challenge. It's a extremely disciplined offense, and to see them have that success early on, I mean, that changes the game, because otherwise they can take that ball all the way down the field and cause havoc for a defense.